So I want to talk about the very first coping skill, which is awareness. And on our easel charts, which we started using last week and we'll have in every session, it talks about awareness. Awareness is key in trying to find out if this is a time and a place to actually disclose or to even talk about HIV, because awareness leads to our other coping skill. So we have awareness, the ability to read and understand your surroundings. Before I step off the curb, I always look both ways to see if I'm going to get hit by a car. And that's just somewhat not even conscious. Mm-hmm. It's just something that we just do, not consciously. And if you stop and think about awareness, we do it all the time, almost in every situation. So we want you to slow down that process and really think about awareness as we go through these coping skills. We talk about ability to read and understand yourself, because we have ourselves. When we're talking about HIV, it's about us. And then we're talking about disclosure, it involves someone else. So then we also need to think about the other person. So I always say, check your head, check your heart, and check your stomach. You know, am I thinking rationally and clearly? Am I thinking with my heart, somewhat with my emotions? And then that gut feeling. Have you ever had those butterflies? Sometimes you just have that sense that this isn't right. Something's not copacetic here. So give it just a moment to think about what awareness for you is that you do. You know, I used my example of stepping off the curb. But it might be when you're interacting with someone else that's close in your life. Mm-hmm. And you can be aware of how maybe the dynamics of their mood or something that day when you get home. Just be more conscious of what really awareness, that coping skill is. And you'll see how they tie into the next ones. Mm-hmm. So last week we talked about, Al reminded you about the communication skills that we went over. We talked about I statements are very important. It shows a sense of self-esteem and secure, and that I helps people understand that it is about you and not about them. So when you're talking about HIV, make sure that we practice those active listening and listening for meaning. We can talk, but we want to make sure that we have someone that's listening as well. So we discussed body language. Right. Mm-hmm. Head nods is a good one. Eye contact. There are communication. How is someone speaking to you? And what kind of words are they using? Open-ended questions. Do you guys remember what an open-ended question is versus a closed-ended question? A closed-ended is like a yes or no answer or one-word answer. Mm-hmm. So if you want to ask questions, or if someone wants to ask questions of us, they might refer to it as like those reporter questions. Those reporters get a lot of information out of somebody, mm-hmm. and they know how to open that question with, like who, what, where, when, how, and why, things like that. So we want to make sure that we're looking for open-ended questions, body language, restating, the eye contact, the head nods, the openness. Be looking for those things when you're talking to somebody about something so important as, Ted, I have HIV, something like that, okay? So we're going to practice that.